Hello. Hi.
Before we start, can you tell us how to pronounce your name correctly?
Quang Lee.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, well, welcome to Fight Week. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Thank you.
Is this all you thought it would be? I know you were preparing for a contender series, but got called up. What has this Fight Week been like for you compared to other organizations?
Is short notice, or is a lot going on through my mind? Yeah. So, but I'm ready. So.
Can you talk to me about that call when they called you and said, "Hey, we want you to fight"? What was going through your mind then?
Oh, I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe that they call right away when I turn all my medical in. An hour later, they call, and I'm like, oh, wow, let's take it. Whoever, I don't care, just I'm ready. So, yeah, I was so excited.
That had to feel good because that means that they didn't need to see more from you. They already saw something special. They wanted you. Did that feel good? Like, I don't have to do this job interview anymore. I've got the job already.
Yeah, that feel great. And I saved, because my goal is like get in contender September and then fight first debut in December. But now I can fight my debut August and then have another fight in December. That'd be great, But yeah, I'm so excited.
Is it almost better that you're doing this debut on short notice so that you don't have weeks and weeks and weeks to think about it and get nervous and overthink it and over-prepare? Or would you rather your debut have been with a little bit more time?
For mentally, I feel like a little bit more time is better because, yeah, it's crazy. For the last couple of days, it's like I have to do a lot of stuff and everything is rushing to my mind, a lot of emotion at one time. But right now, I feel good. Everything is done, so I'm better. So yeah, I'm glad.
What do you think of the opponent? What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
What is what?
What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
Yeah, he's a tricky, good, sneaky fighters, sneaky kicks, leg kicks, really good. Yeah, he's a good strikers, but yeah, but my striking, my hands is better, so I'm not worried that much.
For people who maybe haven't seen you fight yet, what kind of fighter are you? How would you describe yourself?
Uh, I like to strike. Um, yeah, I like to stand up more, and I have the power to get you out of there in the first round. So that's my last two fights was in first round knockout. So, and I plan to knock him out in the first round for this Saturday night.
So last question for me. I heard that you have a song that you like to sing in the gym. I was wondering if you might.
The song? No. What song did I sing?
A Vietnamese song?
No. No. No song. He just messed me up, that John Castaneda.
Thank you.
Right over here. So I know your contender series fight was about a month out. So what stage of your preparations were you actually at?
So I've been trained so hard for the last 2 months. I know I have contender 3 months, 2 months ago, and I trained so hard, harder than I used to be, a little early. So I'm like, my coach like, this fight is better. Otherwise, I think he thinks I will burn out by next month. So my condition is pretty good right now. So.
Yeah, that's actually interesting you say that. That was my next question. Do you think training that hard, there was a chance that you would have overtrained?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, I think if I train that hard for a long time, my body gonna gonna get beat up and maybe injuries. So
And of course, you've been training for this moment your whole life, but you were kind of saying a little bit before how there is a little bit of nerves. So do you think it's better that it's in the apex than being in an arena where now on top of everything, it's going to be thousands of fans screaming at you, adding more pressure?
I think so. I never fight at the apex where nobody is there either. My fight is in LFA, and there are a lot of people too. But yeah, I think less people will be less pressure, I think. But yeah.
And I know this all happened so fast, but was there any conversation like, hey, taking this short notice fight, no matter what, you're going to get a second opportunity in the UFC?
What was that again?
I know like this whole process happened so fast, but was there any talks about, hey, you taking this short notice opportunity, you will get a second chance in the UFC no matter what for taking this?
That's everybody thinks, but I'm like, fuck. Oh, I can't say. Like, yeah, I'm like, fuck that. I want to win. I want to. To me, the dreams to be in the UFC is my dreams. But to me, that to be a UFC fighter, I have to get my first win. I don't want to be in here and first loss and go around and hey, I'm UFC fighters. So I gotta win.
And I know you have all the confidence in the world that you're going to win, but there's a lot of mental factors that come into being an undefeated fighter. So how important is it for you to keep that zero in the loss column?
That's going to be great because it looks good and it gives me more confidence. Yeah.
And so last question for me, how important is it for a promotion like LFA? Because a lot of fans don't watch the regional promotions, but that's where people really grow as a fighter and become a superstar, right? So how important was it for you to work with a promotion like LFA?
It's great. LFA is great. They are so professional. Everything is on schedule. And I fight for them for 7 fights, and every time is great. Every time is on time. Everything is good. So, yeah, I think I'm thankful for being on LFA. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know usually when they go through and somebody wins at the Contender Series, they get multiple fight contracts. You've kind of skipped that process.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just a one-off contract, or did they already sign you to multiple fights because you've stepped up and are taking this fight?
Yeah, they signed me multiple fights. I think like 4 fights.
That's awesome.
Total. Yeah.
That's incredible. And last for me, we see that you're training with MMA fighters already. You got Castaneda and stuff like that. What are things have you learned from some of these fighters that they've maybe told you about this journey and about entering the UFC? What sort of advice have they given you about this journey?
Everything. Yeah, everything I didn't know, I asked that guy. And he's been through everything, and he brought me to his UFC fights for the last, I think, for the whole of his career, like 7 fights. And I learned a lot from him, and yeah, I'm blessed to have him as my main training partner.
Does that help to have, I guess, remove some nervousness that you maybe think some fighters would have because you have somebody that you can lean on and ask that's been here before?
Yes, correct. It helps a lot.
Awesome. And last for me, keys to the victory. What needs to happen on Saturday to make sure that you get your arms raised in victory?
The key?
Yeah.
Key. I know I'm better grappling than him for sure, and I can strike, stand up, and yeah, I think I'm well rounded. I think I can handle everything he had. He's tricky, so I gotta be careful on that, on his tricky move and trying to catch you off guard, spinning. But other than that, I'm ready for everything.
And it's your debut. Is a win enough, or do you want to go out there and get sort of an emphatic finish to kind of really be your welcome to the UFC?
Yeah, so that's my goal. What I think is I want to take him out in the first round by KO. Yeah.
Awesome. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much.